Choosing the ideal guide dog, the woman made a call, and all the dogs rushed over at once, all except one small puppy, which stayed standing still. Seconds passed with no reaction. Finally, it trotted over more slowly than the others, looked up, sat down, and stared blankly at its owner, as if asking, "Why haven't you called me yet?" Clumsy as it seemed, the puppy was ultimately chosen as the best guide dog candidate. Why? Because it was calm, steady, and unhurried, core qualities of a guide dog. And so Little Q left its first owner and was sent to a guide dog training center, but the trainer didn't start training right away. Instead, they placed it with a foster family. Guide dogs need plenty of love in their childhood to build trust in humans. Little Q had a happy childhood there. It had its own small yard where it could eat well and nap peacefully, living a carefree life. But time flew by, and a year passed in the blink of an eye. Little Q was still maturing, and its foster parents adored it. One night, snowflakes began to fall, signaling that the day to say goodbye had come. The next day, the foster parents took Little Q on a long walk along cherry blossom trees, reminding it to return when the flowers bloomed. Finally, Little Q was put in a car. The pain of separation was inevitable. Seeing Little Q confused in the car, the foster parents tried to say goodbye calmly, but as the car drove farther, they couldn't help chasing after it, stopping only at the road's end to wave. They knew Little Q had more important tasks ahead. This marked Little Q's second goodbye. At the training center, it felt completely out of place on day one. Accustomed to home-cooked meals, it refused the dog food and kicked the bowl away in frustration. No one indulged it there, so Little Q went hungry all night. The next day during training, it was so starved that it ate anything it could find. The trainer found this funny, and everyone agreed Little Q couldn't resist food. During obedience drills, all the other dogs obeyed commands, but Little Q lazily sat on the ground, refusing to move. Luckily, the trainer didn't give up. He encouraged and guided it, touching a birthmark on Little Q's belly and calling it the most unique dog he'd ever seen. As soon as he said that, Little Q stood up and finally started cooperating, under the trainer's gentle guidance. After several days of training, the trainer thought Little Q was ordinary until the day before leaving. When he told it to stay, Little Q lay there waiting so long that the trainer forgot about it, only noticing while training other dogs. When he found Little Q still there, it was quietly waiting for his return.